what's going on, folks? In this video, I'm going to show you 10 Kennedy halves you can actually find in circulation. Well, actually, maybe a few more than 10. It's a few of just regular old Kennedy halves that are worth good money, as well as ones that are heirs. So no more introduction, let's get to the first one. The 1964 Kennedy halves are really great to look for. These are the first year of the Kennedy half, and they're 90% silver. Authentic 1964 halves have a full gray silver edge, and they have a really heavy ring if you kind of tap on them. The mintage of them was 273 million of them out of Philadelphia, 156 million out of Denver, for a little over 429 million of them minted. The weight is 12.5 grams, and again, they got 90% silver in them. The melt value as of right now is a little over $13. Circulated sales for them can be anywhere between $15 and $25, with examples around MS65 going around 50 or 60 bucks. But there was an MS68 that sold in 2020 through Heritage for $6,400. The second set of coins, and I say set because there's 5 or so of them that you can look for, and that's the 1965 through 1970 Kennedy halves. These are really awesome. They come up in coin rolls actually more often than you'd think. And the great thing, they're 40% silver. These half dollars still contain that silver content. They are slightly lighter, but the edges give them away. The melt value is around $5.50 right now. Circulated examples, but in decent condition, can still sell for around 10 bucks, and uncirculated rolls can usually hit $150 to $170 I've seen, across especially some social media groups. One graded by NGC, a 1969D in MS66, sold only a year ago for almost $1,000 through Great Collections. The third one to look for is a 1974D double die obverse. So these are, of course, an error. You're going to look for bold doubling in God We Trust on 1974D halves. These are listed in PCGS's Coinfax as the only major double die in the series that's basically completely recognized. Raw circulated examples sell for a whopping $50, and PCGS graded MS63s or higher can sell for $80 to $100 or more, with an MS66 from PCGS selling for over $1,500 in 2016. But you're gonna need a good loop to see these, so hit up that one that I posted here in the video. It's tagged, and it's only like $5. The fourth one on the list is the 1971D double die obverse. So this one has another error on the front of the coin, or obverse of the coin, and these 1971Ds are a great variety to look for because they show heavy doubling on the date and motto, subsiding under the radar. These in raw form but in decent condition can sell close to $100 in some cases. A PCGS MS64 double die obverse sold for $200 back in 2021, with another one in MS66 condition selling for over $600 in 2023. At the fifth spot on the list, we have the bicentennial halves, and they are everywhere. 1976 bicentennial halves are really fun to collect no matter what, but you're going to want to look for a really known heir, which is a double die reverse. These are much rarer and much more valuable. Now, normal 1976 bicentennial halves typically are face value or around there. These can sell in raw but decent condition, with this heir for close to $50 to $70. MS65 certified ones can sell for over $200, with an NGC MS66 selling for $520 last year through Great Collections. The sixth one on the list is the 1977D off-center strike. These are always fun. Off-centers are really great. And of course, it depends on how large the off-center error is in determining the value. Now, these off-center strikes slip through the presses, and if you see misaligned rims, then you might be in the money. If it's 10 to 20% off-center, they usually sell for around $300 or more. But ones that have a 20 or more % off-center, like an AU58 that sold through Heritage in 2022, sold for well over $400, nearing $500. The 7th slot on the list is a struck-through error. These are also really cool. It's where there's grease or lubrication, wire, or some foreign object in some way gets in the way of the striking process and distorts the surface. There's many examples of these, especially in the 70s versions of Kennedy halves, with a struck-through grease error selling for over $200, graded at MS64. Honorable mentions for this list are broad strike errors and clipped planchet errors. For example, the 1994 P is a really good $50 to look for. It will have no reeded edging, and this is going to happen because of a broad strike. This is when the collar is missing and edges get smoothed out and rims are misformed. Common broad strikes for these years are between $50 and $100, with really high-grade examples selling for over $400. Clip planchets are another really wonderful error when blanks overlap during the punching process of a coin clips form. So these are clean, curved edges, but they're not necessarily damaged. Minor clips can be in upwards of $50, with major examples like an MS65 2001 P selling for close to $200 in 2022. Couple of bonus tips: get yourself a decent scale, get yourself a 10 times or better loop, and of course just pick up my price guide and info guide on my website for $5, and it's 800 pages, a lot of which will run you through Kennedy halves. But if you pull any of these coins, or if something even crazier comes up, make sure to leave a comment. Let us know what you're coming across. We all love hearing about that stuff. I am always hunting your finds. I love reading about them. Hit the subscribe button if you enjoy money like the rest of us, and good luck in your collectible searches. I'll see you guys in the next video.